3, 2, 1. Turntables activated. Get ready.
The most versatile hip-hop radio station in the world.
You can talk about us, but you can't talk without us. Phenomenal radio. We are what radio should be. You could listen to one of those other stations, but what would your friends think?
Holy where'd you find this?
You're locked into the number one online radio station.
Here we go!
It's not that your radio sounds strange. You just found a station that plays what you like.
Phenomenal radio.
Radio just got a lot more fun. Thanks for listening.
Phenomenal Radio, PhenomRadio.com, the most versatile hip-hop station in the world, where we take the power of the industry, put it in the hands of the independent, also known as the most diverse radio station on the planet. I am your brother, at Slatestone Music anywhere online. Just plug that in on any search engine or hashtag the 1000 Network. You will find us. Again, this is Global Audio Forensics in here with my co-hosts and my partners, co-founders, business partners, owners. We all doing it together, man. We got a special guest in here. But before that, I'm going to throw it to DJ Despair. He's going to do what he do, throw it to James, and then James going to introduce our guests on today.
This is DJ Despair, Street Killers ENT, CEO, jack of all trades, from TV to movies to whatever you want to get onto the networks. We here, we the plug, we the one-stop shop. T-Mo.
What's good with you? Peace and love and light to everybody that's checking in with us. Thank you for being here on this beautiful Saturday. I'm the CEO and founder of the Industry Plug magazine and the partner of the most diverse radio station on the planet, KPTX Digital Broadcasters, Phenomenal Radio. And today we have, a very classical B-boy. Been around for 10, 15, 20 plus years. A finesse DJ, a real authentic DJ, a rebel DJ, a B-boy DJ. I mean, you can see it in his presentation, his image, the way he mixes and scratches and blend records, and the way he goes about his business. He's a very authentic brother. He's a trailblazer. And he's been making his way by way of the phenomenal organization, better known as the Nerve DJs, who's been around and been breaking some of the greatest artists in all genres of music for 30, 35 plus years. And so today, I just really want to take a moment along with my partners to say, please welcome the one and only DJ Sean Swift.
Hey, man.
Salute.
I appreciate you guys, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing to be here. You know what I'm saying? I really do appreciate you all, man. I've been rocking with my man Stone for a minute. DJ Despair, I've been rocking with him as well, you know what I'm saying, on the low, Wu-Tang and all that stuff like that, rocking out, man. So I appreciate you guys' energy, man, you know what I'm saying, and willing to take time out and, chop it up with your boy, man. So I really do appreciate that, for real, though.
Most definitely.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We appreciate you, DJ Sean Swift.
Yes,
definitely holding it down as an authentic DJ. I think DJ Despair said loyal. I think Dick James said a rebel. And, trailblazer. But, from what I've seen and being fortunate and blessed to meet the brother, is a good brother, first off. And then second of all, he's about the culture and the preservation of the culture and the art form. And you don't find that too much in 2025, especially with all the technology and everybody thinking they can do it and they got the easy way out and the YouTube University. And I'm not knocking any of those tools, but I'm just saying the real supersedes it all. You know what I mean? The actual facts and the authenticity. Those who are genuinely on the path of preserving the culture and the art form. And I can say that DJ Sean Swift is one of those people to me. In my eyes, he definitely holds it down for Phenom Radio on the platform. But I ain't gonna talk too much. DJ Sean Swift, uh, how did you learn that you had what it took to be who you are in the culture, in the industry, and your gifts on the turntables?
Yeah.
Where did that start for you?
Yeah, basically, man, my mom, rest in peace, she was a songwriter. I'm from a small town, Athens, Georgia. A lot of people familiar with Athens, Georgia, Georgia Bulldogs, go dogs, you know what I'm saying? So classic city. So that's originally where I'm from, born and raised from. So my mom was a songwriter, poet. I have other family members also that writes poetry, rhyme, MC, all of that good stuff as well. And then my stepdad also was in the Air Force. He was a DJ as well while in the Air Force, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of picked up that growing up. I'm a 71. I'm born in 71, so I was right there. Actually, August the third, you know what I'm saying, 20, you know what I'm saying, 71, you know what I'm saying, the birth actually of the hip hop joint, you know what I'm saying? So I'm actually the baby around in that era, you know what I'm saying? So my stepdad kind of like molded me into that. I've learned from him while he was DJing, playing records around the home, things of that nature. And as I got older, of course, going to middle school, high school, things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? We grew up in our small town, looking at New York, all the videos and everybody doing the graffiti art and then the fat laces and all that stuff, man. So, you know, it branded down to my city, of course. So we end up, you know, embracing it. So by us being a small town, small city, you only had like so many people that was like pioneers from our era in our city that was like the ones that was out there really doing it at that time. So me being 12, you know, 13, 14 years old, I'm out there breakdancing, spraying and all the other stuff, just like everybody else that grew up in the culture. I'm right there. And my stepdad, of course, DJing, doing what he does. So I'm right there with him. So I'm watching him, and as he goes out, do the events, house parties, card games, things of that nature, I'm right there carrying crates. So I'm out there and listening to the music and all the other stuff and embracing. And then at the same token, I'm back singing low key type. So I'm watching all the people that was real popular in our city during the culture. I'm watching my brother Willie Smith. They call him DJ, not DJ Frost, but Frost, because he was real good with popping and ticking. And then my brother Moon Ra, Seven out in Athens. Yeah, he was one of our first original MCs out there in Athens, Georgia, Torrey Camp, of course. So, you know, watching those guys do their thing back in the day, that kind of like, you know, got me sparked the way I'm at doing my thing in one, too. So I'm in a little small room. I got my little crates of records, going to Turtles, going to Radio Shack. I'm buying my records, getting my collection, and going to the house parties and all this other stuff, skating ring and watching these cats do their thing at the same token, sponging everything in. So when I get back to the crib, I'm up there doing my 1-2 practice and at the same time and doing what I do. So that's how that ended up really evolving, man. And breakdancing was really how I started out doing it before I got into DJing. I was a dancer first. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, in my city, whatever, you know, they'll be able to vouch for that. I started out dancing first. Then I got into the DJ aspect. But yeah, man, that's pretty much what it is, man. Just low key, just taking the gems in as they come and just rocking out, man. That's all it was, pretty much. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, being a DJ 2025, coming
Yeah.
from the inception of hip hop,
Yeah.
going through the pillars of hip hop that make
Yeah.
it up. You tapping into the graffiti, the MC side,
Yeah.
the records, the all that. Looking at the game right now,
Yeah.
what is something lacking in the DJ culture that you feel needs to be addressed and that you possibly may have a solution for?
Basically, man, unfortunately the social media, man, got all aspects of the game jacked up pretty much because everybody looking for validation in this joint. You know what I'm saying? And at some point, I got into that too. But then I had to come back and reflect, man. I just gotta do me. I gotta focus on me. I gotta keep my key points where I'm at and provide to the culture and help the culture the way I can, pretty much. So everybody's looking for validation. You don't need no validation, man. If you doing your 1-2 and you doing what you've been doing, and if you a helper or provider, or you know what I'm saying, you one of the cats that want to support and keep the culture moving how it need to do. You just need to continue to do you. It doesn't matter what the top tier DJ is doing, middle or lower level, whatever. You got to continue to keep doing you. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, me personally, I found myself getting caught up in that. Well, oh man, with so and so and DJing this way, they got these many views, they got these many clicks. But then I had to break that shit down, man. I had to just come back like Swift. You gotta, cause you ain't never been that dude. You always been low key. You do your thing and you keep it moving. You support and salute people doing whatever they doing, but you ain't got to do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what kind of like that's where I see the game at right now. Cause social media, man, is it's weird, man. You got a lot of people doing some weird stuff out here, man. Whether they are MC, R&B, or whatever they doing, they just it's all about validation, man. And if you true to what you're doing, you don't have to do that. You just do you, and be consistent. And if you being consistent at what you're doing, the mass is gonna see what you're doing. Yeah, they may be in the background, they may not, click your likes or shares or whatever when you're doing what you're doing at that particular moment. But just know they gonna see somebody gonna see what you're doing. You just gotta stay true to yourself. Cause other than that, man, you drive yourself crazy, man. And I'm old school, so I'm never finna do that. I do what I do. And I don't care about what nobody doing. No, I don't. I haven't done no tours and none of that. I'm a local cat, man. I rock where I rock and I do what I do, and I'm comfortable with me. Cause I'm satisfying me, make sure I do what I do, man. And I support people. I like energy. That's where I vibe off from. So if I don't feel the energy, the vibe, you ain't gonna get no support from me. I ain't gonna click on none of that because I don't like the negative or the positivity. I don't like the fake. I don't like none of that. I don't care if nobody don't support me or share none of my stuff. I give fucks about that. I'm gonna do me because the Most High got me at the end of the day. And the people that
Indeed.
genuinely, truly support me and see what I'm doing, they know Swift doing what he doing. They know he going, and we ain't even got to talk every day. We ain't got to text, none of that. They see it. And I'm gonna rock out that way, man. So that's what the culture missing, man, all together, man. DJ aspect, MCing, R&B, rap, hip hop, whatever. That's what it's missing, man. Everybody can call up and tell, oh, hey, I don't get these number clicks or I don't get these number followers. They ain't dealing with none of that. Case in point, like my IG joint, like I may have like 3,000, maybe four, if that. Yeah, I have people hit me all the time. Hey man, you pay this amount, I can get you to do this and do that. And on all my social media, man, I don't care nothing about that. I ain't finna pay you to do that. If people can't rock with me and see that I'm genuine doing what I'm doing on GP, man, fuck you. I ain't doing none of that. I ain't paying you, ain't doing none of that. I keep my little 100, I keep my 1,000 or 200 or 50, and I'm gonna keep it moving. That's how I rock, man. And that's what the culture missing. Everybody, they got to get back to that, man. When they love hip hop, when they love DJing, when they love singing or whatever they doing, people got to get back to that. And then everything it'll be a balance. Right now, it's not a balance, and that's just my perspective on it.
It's not about skills anymore. It's popularity.
Yeah, that fact.
Yeah.
And who can get or
Yeah,
The
finesse
most streams.
somebody out of a bag.
yeah. That's it. That's it.
One
Because
thing, one thing, and I'm gonna throw it over to DJ Despair before. I appreciate you sharing the transparency
Yeah,
and you letting those know people that are viewing this stream or listening to it, wherever they're hearing it at, about you being caught up in that at one point in time. Because
yeah.
it's easy for any of us to get caught up into it.
Absolutely, man.
We all
Absolutely.
have these devices in our hand. We on the
Yep.
internet right now. We got laptops, phones, something.
All that.
It's a part of society. But
Yeah.
you were real enough to me, in my opinion, to be like, "Hey, I fell victim to the machine too
Yeah.
at one point, but I
Absolutely.
had to come back to the real." And it's about that you was able to be conscious enough to see what was going on and then see how it's affecting you and then be like, hold on, let me step back, let me analyze this,
Yeah.
and let me move this way. And again, that's what I appreciate, that realness, but also sharing that. But that you gave so many jewels in what you just said that people need to go back and just listen to that. You know what I mean? Because it is what it is, man.
Yeah, man.
It is about that. We get caught up into the conformity to the
Yeah.
social media tactics, the dilemmas, the warfare, the psychological, you know what I mean, the
Yeah.
aspects of society, and it's really fucking up the game, man. Excuse my
Yeah.
language, you know what I mean? But
Yeah, facts though.
yeah, straight up. All right, Despair, it's on you.
So Swift,
Yeah.
from going from mixtapes to from b-boying, because I have the same kind of story. I grew up with my dad being a DJ, my
Yes, sir.
family in it, and from going from crate carrying, like the day, like you ever sit in the house one day, you're just like, why are all these speakers sitting here?
Yeah.
How am I going to carry these speakers up the stairs and da 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 da? And then nowadays the speakers are lighter.
Yeah.
Your crates are in your hard drive.
Yeah.
And how much do you depend on digital now compared to being on records?
Oh man, you know what? To be honest with you, bro, doing the digital joint is a little bit more helpful and useful because I'm kind of like a solo dolo guy usually, man. Normally when I go do a gig or whatever, I'm normally by myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I go out vibes and energy, man. You know, it's kind of hard like to get genuine people that want to help you do certain things like that, man. At this day and age, back in the day, it was no problem getting like a homeboy, some close friend to help you grab some crates, some speaker cases, and you load and go and you do what you plug in and you do what you need to do. So I for the last maybe 6 7 years, man, I just been like Lolo Dolo, man. So I take my 1200s, I take my my power joints that I need, my two tops, my two subs, power, and then I just plug and play, man. I rock and roll, get there early, set up, do what I need to do. And then after that, you know what I'm saying, I make sure my Serato and whatever the playlist I got running for that particular evening, I make sure I got all that stuff structured, set it where it need to go. And then after that, man, I pray, get to the spot, set up everything, make sure I got the sounds where it need to be at. Then I pray again. Then other than that, I push the button. I keep it moving, man. I just rock out, do what I need to do. After that, you know, take some pictures, photos, whatever. After that, lock that shit down. I'm out of there. Gone. Going to the
You
crib.
see, you see, nowadays being a DJ is a lonely situation, and I've
Yeah.
noticed that a lot now because back in
Yeah.
the days, you're going to a party, you're going to the bar, and you had 15 friends carrying crates to
Easy.
get into the bar with you.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like
Yep. Easy.
nowadays, it's like when it comes down to your music selection,
Yeah.
are you staying true to yourself, or are you playing with the masses need to be played?
I stay true to myself, bro. That's the only thing that keep me sane. That's what a lot of people they once again they get caught up in, oh, I gotta play this, I gotta play that. No, man. If I'm coming to do an event, small, medium, or large, man, and if you already know that you got a massive of the young crowd, you got the middle age, and you got the old heads up in there. So you gotta have a variety of music off in the joint. So regardless if they coming in there, the young heads, strong arm, hey man, you got this, you got that. No. I'm gonna structure my joints the way I play my joints, and I'm gonna play the new stuff. I'm gonna play the middle class shit, and I'm gonna play the old school. That's it, and that's depending on the genre. I'm not gonna just focus on sexy red popping, no disrespect to none of the young heads doing what they doing, but I'm not finna rock out all that when I got a variety of people in there, and then all cultures of people up in there. I'm not just gonna cater to that. We got all massive of people up in this joint, so I just can't cater to what's popping that you in the top 40. I'm finna play a mix of stuff, and then if you can't respect what I'm doing, then what are we talking about? Because back in the day that I can recollect on when you DJing, even in the disco era, you had white, black, Hispanic, everybody in there rocking out.
We see the
You playing
difference
all
then.
genres of music. No one is coming up to the DJ booth saying, hey,
There you
you
go.
have this, you got that. While the DJ playing his music, they allowing the DJ to control the crowd, play his music, and you enjoy the vibe. That's how I rock out. So if I can't rock out that way, then what are we talking about? Because all
So
money ain't good money. So if I don't
respectfully,
feel if I'm not in a positive vibe and I'm feeling energetic, I don't care who it is, bro. Hey man, I book you to DJ. Man, I don't care nothing about that. I like a peace of mind. I want to enjoy what I'm doing, and that's it. And if I can't enjoy what I'm doing and get paid at the same time, I'm not gonna do it.
see that
I don't turn out a lot of potential gigs that may have, Had me where I could be like way the
Hmm.
fuck over here, wait, but I don't care nothing about that, man. I like a peace of mind and then my integrity, man. And my peace of mind. That's all I care about. Let me do what I do. I don't need 3 and 4 people coming up to me 5 and 10 minutes. You hadn't even let the first song circulate between the first from the hook to the bar to the next thing over. You calling up,
Well,
hey man, you got this, and then you bring your cell phones over. That's disrespectful, man.
yeah,
That's
this now
disrespectful.
age,
So I
this
don't
now
even rock
age.
out like that. If I don't feel that vibe and that energy ain't move how it move, man, I'm not even gonna load and go. Cause I can bust moves right here at the crib or either at the radio station and still get rocked out. You know what I'm talking about? And I ain't not even leaving out the house out 100-yard radius, man. So I'm not finna let nobody tear none of that down because I care about the culture first. I don't care nothing about none of that shit. I don't care about no popularity. I don't care about no money. I don't care about none of that. I care about my integrity and the culture.
So
Period.
being on that aspect, you as a DJ, and I watched your podcast. I watch the stuff you do, and I see a lot of
Appreciate you.
things you do in the time. And we've been friends for a long period of
Yes,
time, so I
sir.
appreciate you. We've also ran the mixtape scene and stuff together and all that. But when it gets to a
Absolutely.
point where the mixtape radio, that's free for all, we're fun having doing that. The
Yeah.
club scene nowadays is getting annoying to the point now where, like you just said, how do you continue a night of playing music when people are constantly asking you to play crap that has nothing to do with the rhythm of what you're playing?
Mhm.
Can't be mixed in at the time that you're dropping stuff. And what happened to going out to hear something new and be shocked for the first time hearing a record?
Yeah. Man, you know what? That still bugs me out to this day, man, because I like hearing new, innovative music that you don't normally hear on the radio 4 to 5 times within like a 3 4 hour course. You know, you may hear something. The station may drop some shit at 10 o'clock, and then maybe like at 12, and then you hear the song again, or maybe even 11. You may hear the song again, and then 3 o'clock the same joint. So it crazy, man, and it bugs me out. But I just like new music in general. I try to stay away from the negativity stuff, even though it is out there. And even to this day, I'm still trying to break it down to the point. It still goes back what I said. I like a peace of mind, and I want to stay true to the culture. So even if it just breaks down to me just doing what I love to hear and new, innovative, positive music, and if I don't have to play the negative, then I'm not gonna play the negative. That's just the way I rock. So if it just come down to that, then I'm comfortable. I'm cool where I'm at with it. If I don't wanna deal with none of that. I don't wanna hear none of that. We need to try to elevate the culture, the youngins, and get everybody somewhere on a balance, and then we can try to what I'm saying, help the youth out and train their mind so they don't figure that, oh, okay, I got to rap about this all the time to be relevant. No, man, you don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with it, how I rock with it. But, like you said, even if I'm doing an event and someone may come up and be like, hey, you got this, and then the third, I may not play it when they want me to play it at that particular time. I would make it work, structure it out, and then I will blend that particular joint that they asking for in, but for the simple fact that okay, they are at the event. I don't want to try to like disappoint them and have them to come back and like, hey man, what happened to the song that I played? I want to try to, what I'm saying, touch everybody and then mix it in. But I drop the gem in, what I'm saying, do the hook, the verse, and then bring something else in, and then I'm out of that particular joint. And then if someone else later come in and say, hey, you got this, and then I same thing. I keep the flow moving so I'm not what I'm saying, transitioning the flow of the music up from going from 70 or 80 beats per minute, and then I done drop the shit all the way up in the 90s. So they don't fluctuate and fucked up the flow already. I ain't doing it. Okay, you came up, you asked me about the single. I told you yay or nay. I got it. Just be patient. I'm gonna play the joint. Cause once again, if you go back, anybody that go back and look at the YouTube videos of the 70s or 80s, people saw how the structure of the flow went, man. They played the music, and even if they brought in something different, you still heard it. You know what I'm saying? So it was like you seen 3 and 4 people within 34 minutes of the course coming up to the DJ booth and you know what I'm saying, hey, yo, can you play this? Can you play that? Can you play this or whatever? And then you messing up the flow of the music. You start at a pattern of music, you need to continue that and then elevate it up to the 90 to 100 beats per minute, whatever, then flow
Mm.
like that. You know what I mean? But other than that, I'm not breaking up the monotony. If I start at 70 or 80, depending on the crowd aspect or whatever, and then I'm gonna fluctuate up to the top, and then when it's time to get ready to shut that joint down, then I'm gonna bring it down to the mellow joint, and then that's where we at with it, hands down.
So to end off with my conversation here, what gives you your motivation to work with independent artists?
Well, the motivation basically, man, is the fact that in most cases they're being genuine with the music. Granted, they still trying to piggyback off what they heard somebody else play, whether it be the baby or whatever. They structure may be that way, but they still being independent. They may have like a slight um piece that they may, got the individuality, originality to whatever they got going on. So that's another one thing that keep me floating. Then I gotta keep in mind that they coming into the game, man. So I don't wanna shut them down just because they may have sound like Future or Drake or whatever the case may be, because they still, if they don't know anything about the music business or the, whatever the case may be, they still learning. So whatever, jewels I can bring to the table, I try to help them out, man. You know what I'm saying? They still rock out with their music because it's music at the end of the day. It's their craft and they bringing something else different to the table. You know what I'm saying? Granted, I don't like all the stuff that they got out there right now. Never have, never will. But at the same token, I want to give them the opportunity to present me something the way that somebody, decide to give me the opportunity to DJ their event or do whatever I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not top tier, 100 or whatever, but I ain't nobody gonna, deny me what I do. I rock out, I do what I do, you know what I'm saying, at the same token. But I want to give everybody the opportunity, man, and the benefit of that rock out. And if I can help them try to critique they stuff just by the little, information and stuff that I gather for other people such as yourself and brother Slade, you know, Tim, you know what I mean, and I take gems from you guys because y'all, maybe a little bit more in depth of what's going on for us that. So I take gems from people that I rock with, man, and socialize with, man, and the energy and vibe. So I take them gems and I incorporate that with the people that come to me and be like, hey, Swift, what you think about this, man? Check out this tune right here. When like I said, I don't want to turn the cold shoulder and just, bypass, but at the same token, I gotta be honest with myself and I gotta be honest with them. If I don't like the shit, hey man, I'm not gonna play that. You need to go back in and do that. You know what I'm saying? Every time you go in the studio, don't just go in there and just make a dirty version and just think they're gonna clear. You need to, while you in the studio, take your time, do your radio edit, get you a nice little DJ pack, make sure it's recorded,
There
engineered
we go.
right, get your artwork, and then,
Say it again. Say it again.
yeah,
DJ Pack.
yeah,
Nobody
get the
knows what a
DJ
DJ Pack
pack,
this
and the
is.
DJ pack consists of the artwork. You got a radio edit. Of course, you got the dirty version because that's the one that you're going to go in and record first. Make sure it's MP3 format and metadata. That way, when the DJs or the podcast programs or the coalitions, when we get it, everything is where it need to be. And then, we can structure it out and share it and put it out where it need to be. But you just can't jump in someone's inbox. Hey, man, I got the hottest track out. Check out this. And then you got a fucking plain Jane joint, it wave file, you don't have no artwork, you don't have no data information on it. You just sent me an MP3 and you saying, oh, yo, hey, this the hottest joint popping. Well, guess what? Unfortunately, me that shit go in the delete box because that's not the proper way, the cooperating to do shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if I'm providing a MP3 from one of the people that I rock with, I'm going to professionally go in, hey, sir, ma'am, whomever, I'm DJ Sean Swift, X and O, or I handle line of woo. I have an artist that I'm working with. I have a DJ pack. You know what I'm saying? If you have time, can I present it to you in your email or your, Dropbox or whatever? You know what I'm saying? If you got time, check it out, woo. And just let me know, give us some feedback, reach out to the artist, reach out to myself, and then we can kind of go from there. And you let me know what you can do with it, what do I need to do to help provide, so we can get the single out there, whatever the case may be. Thank you for your time. Here's my contact number. Hit me back. So anytime I automatically get some shit like that, email somebody that drops something, man, I'm deleting that shit, bro. Because that's not a protocol. I don't do that.
Well,
I,
nowadays, most of these guys are sending you YouTube and Spotify and Apple
yeah,
links, and it just doesn't make no sense as a DJ. How am
that's
I
it.
like? Even though now they have integrated those programs into Serato,
Yeah,
yes, some of them are in there, but
yeah,
I'm gonna give you guys some knowledge right now. Not all of us have Wi-Fi.
yeah.
Not all of us want to connect our laptops to Wi-Fi.
Fact.
So if you're not putting your stuff in the DJ pools or servicing it, it's kind of hard for us to get it off of
Yeah,
those networks.
absolutely, absolutely.
I'm gonna say this and piggyback on it because a couple months ago we had DJ Roski on, and we basically had the same conversation. The key to the dynamics simply is the first step is use some respect. Use the moral fortitude that you learn from somebody, your guardians, your parents,
Yeah,
grandmama, papa, somebody. When you're physically in the presence of someone, you're not just gonna walk up to them and start running your mouth. You
yeah,
come up to them, you're gonna high five them, wink the eye, nod the head, shake their
yeah,
hand, hug them. Some form of gratitude and acknowledgement, which means it's a form of neutral and mutual respect. You're gonna
yeah.
speak to me first before you start dumping your shit off on me.
That's it.
And social media has allowed these people to obnoxiously become rude and just come into your inbox like it's theirs and put their shit off in your inbox. Don't even say, hey, doodle head, hey, peanut, hey,
Yeah,
Toby, nothing. Don't say
somebody.
anything as far as regards to who you are, how you doing, and hey, what's going on, and do like you said. Hey,
Yeah,
it's a slight introduction. I'm such and such, and I would like an opportunity from you if you have a moment or two out of your time. Take a moment and listen to this, MP3. But I'm gonna need your email, so I'm requesting that you give me a place that I can actually give you a real, authentic submission.
yeah,
And in your time and space, I'll be patient and wait for you to hit me back and tell me some things that I could actually apply and continue my
hmm,
growth process. So, hey, you are like DJ Despair and maybe one other DJ, maybe two other DJs that I can say outright single-handedly on the DJ colleague platform that you guys are on, the
hmm,
World League, and
yeah,
presentation and image, it means a lot.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And you gotta stand out. Some people are on there and they got a resume that's impeccable, yet you can't see their resume when you look at them. You look at somebody and you want to just continue looking to see what else you got.
yeah,
But when you go to you guys' archives and your profile, you got the resume, but you also got the presentation. And presentation breeds aura and energy.
yeah,
Like right now, them fly Kangos, the fly sweatsuits. You're comfortable,
yeah,
yet still you're representing in the flamboyant way without being arrogant or cocky. I'm
yeah,
Well, you
confident,
see,
man. I'm confident. I'm
well,
confident and I'm comfortable, man. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
I love music and I love mixing, blending,
yeah,
playing
man.
music, and I love interacting with the people.
Yeah,
So
man.
keep doing what you're doing. You
Yes,
are
sir.
one of the phenomenal DJs,
And I
and
thank
we
y'all,
like to
man.
give our flowers while we can.
Hey man, I
Phenomenal
thank y'all so
music.
much, man. Real talk, man. Like when y'all, I first found out, y'all was gonna do the interview, man. I've been watching you guys for a minute, man. Like I said, me and Slate, we've been rocking back and forth. Despair, we've been rocking too, man. So I
well, you
appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all brothers, man. And y'all keep doing what y'all doing, man. And just keep tagging me and everything. You know what I'm saying? Cause without y'all, man, I still won't be able to do what I do. And then y'all giving me another platform to be able to shine
Vice
and do what I
versa.
need to do on y'all platform, man. So I really do appreciate y'all cats, man, because
so
y'all already know how this shit is out here, man. You got a lot of cats out here, and then you got the different coalition, and you got the different radio station. Then you trying to break out, you trying to do your DJ 1 2, and then a lot of cats don't want to mess with you because you not really just brown nosing and doing what somebody else doing. Y'all ain't never been on that type of joint anyway, and I've been watching y'all and following y'all cats. you know what I'm saying, for some years now, man, you know what I'm saying, on the low. So just to, to build amongst you guys, man, and be able to do what I do, man, and y'all still humbly, help your brother get out there on different plateaus and rock out, man. I really do appreciate that, man. Real talk, man. So yeah, let's go, man.
Well,
Most
Swift, you
definitely.
gotta
Yes, sir.
understand, man. We
Yes, sir.
came from a lot of things. You used to be on Musical Doctors with us also, and a lot of
Yeah.
different things, right? So
Yes, sir.
you gotta understand, real recognize real. And
Yeah.
despite drama
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
crap and
Yeah.
people talking behind backs, you've always been loyal and respectful to
Yes,
what
sir.
has really been going on. Because
Yeah.
as a DJ, we only got a certain amount of people who were real. Like when
Yeah.
you, Quan Jay, Slayton, all of
Yeah.
us were talking about the boom bap is going to be the next thing that's going to
Yeah.
come back on a heavy scale.
Yes,
Look
sir.
at it, 2025 now. We didn't lie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we kept it alive.
Yes, sir.
And by breaking the barrier, playing what we wanted and what we want to play and supporting each other
Yeah.
goes a long way also. Because I love it when you I send you email and right away, I got that. I got
Yeah.
that. I got you. And then
Yes, sir.
sometimes you message me, but like, why didn't you send that to me yet? And I'm just
Yeah.
like, shit, I didn't get it shot. Like, you know what I mean? But I
Right.
know you're gonna play it. I know
Yeah.
you're gonna
Absolutely.
support it.
Absolutely.
And thank you for all the stuff you've done and supporting me in my career with me pushing music now.
Yes,
Because
sir.
we talked about this before from
Yeah.
compilations and things, and now we're doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, you can't let
Absolutely.
people slow you down and stop you from being real and being
Man,
conscious.
that's it. All day, every day, brother. You absolutely right, man. You
We need
absolutely
more
right.
from you, DJ Sean.
Yeah, and I'm about to get on it too, my brother. I had a little minor little setback, man, for like health my health issues, man. I'm back on point now, but yeah, you all will see it, man. And I'm definitely gonna be out there, sending more stuff out through Phenom so y'all get some more mix shows, mixtapes, things of that
Yeah,
nature, man. And
we just want to
send the music
highlight
over
you.
here, man, and then I can, service it out to my little platform and do what we need to do, man, to get this music out here, man. Once again, I appreciate you brothers, man, and all love, man. Let's keep moving. Let's rock out.
Already, man. You
Yes,
know
sir.
And
that's
how
my
Yes,
nephew over there at Blaze One, Omar.
Yeah, this is my
it
brother,
is.
man. Yeah,
I
and
know it. That's
shout
what
out
I'm
to
saying. You
Omar,
know,
man. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
your uncle.
And I didn't even
Shit,
know that,
you
man.
know?
I didn't even know that, man. You know what I'm saying? And
Indeed, my
shout out to
brother. Say we
Gordon.
your
Yeah,
uncle.
man. That's the family right there, man. You know what I'm saying? Them guys, they gave him I reached out to him when they was doing their thing, man. And then shit, Gordon like, hey, Swift, we'd be more than glad to have you on. And hell, I started out with one mix show segment with them cats on Saturday from 10 to 11, and then I presented it to Omar. Like I told him about my Sensational Sunday joint that I was doing, and I started doing that just on SoundCloud and Mixcloud, things of that nature. And they be like, "Yo, Swift, you want to do this? On a Sunday joint? You know what I'm saying, from 5 to 6 over at Blaze One, we got you." So and then they was open arms, man, because I reached out to them cats because I wanted to get my music out, my mix shows out. And I still been rocking with them cats ever since, man, since day one, man. So that's family right there. So I didn't even know that, man. So I appreciate that. Yeah, man, that family right there. Old Mo and Gore, yeah, that Blaze One,
Yeah,
baby, we
baby.
here.
Yeah, it's a
And
yes,
Yeah,
salute
conglomerate
man.
over
and
here. We
salute to
got a
you.
block. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
man.
And the more we continue to interact and
Yeah,
engage and do business with each other, the more you're gonna realize there's so many other your partners that's a part of what we're doing, bro. They just
nice.
waiting on their moment in the
Yeah,
spotlight to come and sit down and chop it up with us, just like we just did with you.
word up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
yes, sir. Despair, you were saying something?
No, I'm just saying salute, man. I'm just happy. Like, just this conversation is needed because Sean has done a lot in the hip hop industry that a lot of people don't see. Because yes, he's a local DJ, but
Yeah.
he's also internationally known as a radio DJ, the podcast, everything. And I want to say my salute. Like, you never stop producing.
Yeah, man. I thank y'all, man. As long as you guys keep me motivated, man, I'm gonna keep doing what I do, man. Cause I ain't gonna lie, bro. Sometimes I be want to throw the towel in this shit. You know what I mean? Like I mentioned before, just a mishap and all the other shit that be going on. But then, some pop up, the most high hit me with, and then I see you guys posting or doing something, man, and the energy and that vibe and that spark just kick back in. But like, man, we ain't throwing in no towel on this shit, man. Let's keep going. You got your brothers right here, they doing what they do. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing what you doing. You ain't gotta be all like that in the mass. So just keep being true to you and do what you do. And then the people that genuinely support you and you support them, we gonna rock out together, man. So that y'all, I thank y'all guys again, man, for keeping me motivated, from doing that I do, man. And I appreciate y'all, man. And y'all, everybody gonna see more. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yes,
what's up.
sir.
Thank
Indeed,
y'all, man.
soldier. And
Yes,
then
sir.
before we close it out, we'll let you close it out. I want to say thank you for holding down for the culture, holding down for yourself, sharing the jewels, holding down for Phenom Radio and the
Word.
platform that we building, man, and all the other platforms that you help build
Yeah.
and keep preserved. But on this side, man, just stay growing, stay
Yeah.
learning, stay evolving, and
Yeah.
stay true to yourself, man. And that's what we need.
Yes,
I'm gonna
sir.
let you close it out. You tell people where they need to tap in with you, and then
Okay.
that's a wrap.
All right, yo, tap in with your man DJ Sean Swift on all platforms, man, on all the plats, IG, Facebook, Twitter, Threads, DJ Sean Swift, one word. Check out WSRE 87.6 with Radio of Faith, you know what I'm saying, my radio station that we got going on. You know what I'm saying? That's it, man. Other than that, then also catch me on Phenom and then all my other platforms. You'll see DJ Sean Swift with the post and the tags. Well, other than that, man, let's go. You know what I'm saying? If the most high, you know what I'm saying, allow us to live and see another day, man. And, everything else, we got to work and go ahead and continue to make that 24 hours something else. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. Let's go.
Bless.
Peace.
Salute to DJ.
Peace. Thank y'all, man.
The most versatile hip hop radio station in the world. Phenomenal Radio.